Welcome in, friend. I am just so incredibly excited to jump into today's deep dive with you.
Yeah, me too.
We are exploring this really fascinating trend in real estate right now, the whole idea of the luxurious downsize.
Right, which is such a big topic lately.
Exactly. Because usually when we think of finding a more manageable home, we instantly picture,
Oh,
compromise.
for sure. You imagine trading your big welcoming dining table for like a tiny breakfast nook?
Right. But what if you didn't have to compromise on the living space at all?
Well, it's a great question because the conventional wisdom is very binary. People just assume fewer bedrooms automatically means a cramped, limited living experience.
Yeah.
But architectural friends are starting to challenge that assumption entirely.
And we actually have the perfect case study to prove it today.
Yeah.
So right out of the gate, I am looking at this incredible active listing represented by Shelly Fuhrhop of Epique Realty.
Nice.
Yeah, we are heading straight down to the Florida sunshine for this one. So the property is located at 2175 Camino Torcido Loop, North Fort Myers, Florida 33917.
Oh, it is a phenomenal area. And the numbers on this specific property are really where the whole lifestyle trend comes into focus.
Yes, let's talk about those numbers because this is what caught my eye. The asking price is $299,900.
Okay.
But the footprint is what's throwing me. It features just two bedrooms and two bathrooms, but it spans those 1,497 square feet.
Wow. Yeah, that is a lot of space.
Right. Oh, and by the way, if you're pulling this up to follow along with us, the MLS number is 226021483.
Perfect.
So I need you to help me visualize this because almost 1,500 square feet for just two bedrooms is, well, it's incredibly generous.
It really is.
It kind of reminds me of organizing a smartphone screen.
Oh, how do you mean?
Well, instead of cluttering your screen with 10 tiny apps you barely even use, you just delete the junk.
Right?
And you leave yourself with two massively powerful apps that run perfectly. So instead of chopping a house into a bunch of tiny rooms, you just have a few really grand spaces.
That is a spot-on analogy.
Thank
It completely changes the daily psychology of the space. I mean, when builders take 1,500 square feet and refuse to chop it up into 3 or 4 restrictive boxes, they shift the home's focus from isolation to connection.
Oh, I love that. From isolation to connection.
Exactly. You end up prioritizing the communal areas. So you get this expansive kitchen where you can actually host friends,
Right.
or a primary suite that feels like a private resort, completely without feeling boxed in.
Okay, but let me play devil's advocate for a second here.
Go for it.
Florida is hot.
Very hot.
So if you have these massive open communal areas instead of smaller closed off rooms, doesn't that make the home harder to manage or way
Yeah.
more expensive to cool down?
It's a fair concern. I mean, totally understandable. But the reality is actually the exact opposite.
Why, really?
Yeah. A modern open concept layout optimizes airflow way better than, a maze of hallways and closed doors.
Oh, that makes sense.
Plus, by keeping the total footprint just under 1,500 square feet, you are hitting this sort of structural sweet spot. You get the grand, airy, entertaining space of a much larger estate, but you retain the highly efficient, low-maintenance lifestyle of a two-bedroom.
So you aren't spending your entire Saturday vacuuming guest rooms no one is even sleeping in.
Yes, that is the hidden benefit right there.
Yeah.
You get your weekends back.
We absolutely love getting my weekends back.
Right. And there's a financial mechanism at play here, too, that makes the whole concept work beautifully.
Ooh, let's hear it.
So at that $299,900 asking price we mentioned, you were looking at an estimated monthly breakdown around $2,328.
Wow, which is incredibly accessible. I mean, for a lot of people, that's less than rent for a cramped apartment.
It really is. And when you combine that generous open square footage with a highly practical monthly number, it removes the friction.
Absolutely.
It allows someone to actually enjoy the North Fort Myers lifestyle without being burdened by crushing overhead or, the constant upkeep of an oversized house.
Ouch.
Ultimately, the synthesis of this property's value comes down to that triad. You have generous space, a strong location, and practical monthly numbers.
It just paints such a vivid picture for you, right? Because you aren't just buying walls and a roof.
No, not at all.
You are intentionally setting up your ideal lifestyle. You get the full, vibrant volume of life you want, but it's perfectly contained in a space that is manageable, bright, and completely yours.
Beautifully said.
Thank you. So as we wrap up this deep dive today, I want to leave you with this thought to mull over. When you imagine designing your life in a bright, spacious, 1,500 square foot Florida haven, what is the one absolute must-have feature you would create to make it your ultimate personal retreat?